Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I've got a meals of the week type video to show you. I have decided to change it up a bit because I'm going to show you, not for every meal, but for a lot of the meals I'll show you how I go about it, like for recipe ideas. Although I'm not a recipe creator, I have stolen my recipes for so many people, for things online, from my mum, my stepmom, granny, granddad, my dad, everybody. I don't create a lot of the recipes except from the pasta bake that's at the end of this video. I did create that recipe. Although I'm sure there's a recipe that somebody else made it up somewhere of that, but this is one that I did come up with myself. It's just mostly meal ideas rather than recipe ideas and all that, and I do talk you through the process of how I go about a lot of things, and everything is adaptable to your own tastes as well. Also, I have decided to, well, I've already done it this week for these meals, and that I decided I'm just stopping being a vegetarian. The reason I started it was because I was using that as like a, what do you call it, like a way to become vegan, like a little, to ease myself slowly into becoming vegan. But I realised very early on in the vegetarian diet that I was following, I'm never going to be able to become vegan. I like milk too much and a lot of cheese too much. I've been a vegetarian since June last year, and I got through Christmas and everything eating vegetarian food. I didn't have turkey or kilted sausages or anything like that, and I wasn't bothered by it. In the last month or so, I don't know what it is, I have just been craving a lot of things, and not like actual meat, more like black pudding, proper black pudding, not the vegetarian stuff. And I have had such a notion for corned beef hash. I don't know what it is. So it's not like I'm wanting meat like chicken, lamb and blah blah blah. I just really have started craving things like black pudding and that. So I was just like, you know what, there's no point in staying vegetarian, because I was only using it as a throughway to become vegan, and I am not going to become vegan. So I'm going back to a meat eating lifestyle, which I don't know, I want to try and, still eat a lot of vegetarian meals and that, but when I want meat, I want meat. And the other thing is, the price of food is just shooting up so ridiculously for some items. I've just noticed such a big difference in my shopping in that the last couple of months, as a lot of people will have. And with me being vegetarian and Ali still eating meat, it's made my shopping even more expensive. So I think this is going to make my shopping a little bit cheaper amidst all the price rises and everything like that. Anyway, that's a lot of talking. Let me show you what we've had to eat this week. So the first meal that I'm making this week is some loaded nachos, and I've got to make the chili first. This was inspired because I found this packet of Coleman's chili con carne. I have no idea where this came from. I always make my own chili con carne. I definitely did not buy it. I think it's maybe been sent as a substitute at some point, and I've just completely forgot about it. So I wanted to get this used up. And I start off the chili by browning the mince. I would normally add onion to this, but I'm making this for Mark as well, and he does not deal with onions. So instead of fresh onion, I do add some of the dried onion that I got from Costco. So there's still the flavour there, just not the texture of the onion for Mark. When the mince is browned, I add some chopped tomatoes and kidney beans. I would normally add peppers into this as well, but again, Mark doesn't deal with peppers, but kidney beans and chopped tomatoes are fine. I also add the sachet and some water to it. I actually don't follow the instructions on the sachet, so I've no idea if I'm really doing this right. And then I let that all simmer for about half an hour until most of the moisture is evaporated. And then to make the loaded nachos, all you need is some tortilla chips and cheese, obviously the chili, And jalapenos are a great addition if you like the spice of them. If not, you don't need to worry about it. You could also top them with guacamole, sour cream and salsa once they've been baked in the oven, but we're not doing that on this occasion. So I'm just using individual oven dishes for ours because it's easier to make to our own tastes. I just pop in some tortillas, top it with the chili, add some cheese on top, and then for Ali's I'm putting on some jalapenos. Mark doesn't like the spice of jalapenos, so I'm not adding them to his. And then I pop these in the oven at 180 for about 15 minutes or so. Because the chili's hot, I'm just putting them in to melt the cheese, but if the chili was cold it'd probably take about 25 minutes. And this is Mark's loaded nachos without jalapenos, and Ali's with jalapenos. I also have a lot of chili left over, so I have 2 of these tubs which I've put 2 portions of chili in each, and I'm just going to pop them in the freezer. They'll be great for meals for when I'm at work and stuff, and Ali can just pop them in the microwave and that for himself. And I'm not having my dinner right now. I've not long had my breakfast, but when I am ready to have my dinner, I'm going to have the same. I'm just not having the meat chili. I'm going to have some of the 3-bean chili that I made a couple of weeks ago in the slow cooker. Tonight's dinner is a nice and easy one. It's just jacket potatoes with beans and cheese and some salad. I did actually want to have egg mayonnaise on my jacket potato tonight, but I didn't have any salad cream, and I really wanted the egg mayonnaise made with salad cream, not mayonnaise, so I ended up not making it. And on my salad I have some of the red pepper salad dressing that I got from Tesco a couple of weeks ago when my brother came round for dinner. It's so nice, I absolutely love it, and it's £1 just for this little tub. And Ali's having the same as me. He's just got 2 jacket potatoes because he's a grown lad. So today is WrestleMania Sunday, and I've got my brother and my nephews coming round tonight for a buffet, which has nothing to do with the bananas that you're looking at on screen right now, the buffet anyway. But because it's 2 days before my brother's birthday, I'm going to make him his annual banana bread. I always make my brother a banana bread for his birthday, and I bought these bananas specifically to let them go overripe and black. So to make banana bread, I'm using 500 grams of bananas, 250 grams of plain flour, a teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda, a pinch of salt, 115 grams of butter, 115 grams of dark brown sugar and 2 eggs. It's at this point that I realise that I've chucked my loaf tin out, so banana bread quickly becomes banana bread muffins. So I start by mashing my bananas, which doesn't take long at all because they're already overripe and mushy. I then add all my dry ingredients into a bowl, the flour, the bicarbonate of soda and the pinch of salt. And then in a separate bowl I cream together the butter and the dark brown sugar. I then add the eggs and stir them in, and the banana. I then slowly stir in the mixture of the dry ingredients. I then add them to the muffin case lined muffin tray. And I bake them in the oven at 180 for 20 minutes. I did try them at 15 minutes at first, but they needed another 5 minutes after that. And they turned out absolutely perfect. So like I said, it's WrestleMania Sunday and we are having a buffet today, but that's technically not till Monday. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning till 5 o'clock in the morning that buffet will be happening. So I've still got to make something for dinner today, and I've had a notion for the Slimming World Tandoori Chicken. I've not had it for about a year, must be about a year, and this will actually be my first meal eating meat since June last year. Previously, when I've made tandoori chicken, I've used chicken portions or chicken breast and made it like a skewer, but I've decided today I'm actually going to make a whole tandoori chicken. I've bought these roasting bags so that I can flavour my own chicken and cook them in the oven in the roasting bags. So that's what I'm going to do today. There are many different recipes for tandoori chicken. You can Google them easily online, but I'm using one, the very basic one that I first started using when I was on Slimming World, and all you need to make it is yogurt, tandoori spice and lemon, salt and pepper as well. And because this is the first time I'm using a whole chicken to make this, I actually doubled the recipe because I'm not sure if my regular recipe will be enough. So I put in 4 tablespoons of tandoori spice, and then 12 tablespoons of natural yogurt. Normally I'd use fat-free natural yogurt, but there was none in stock, so I had to just get the low-fat one. And then 4 teaspoons of lemon juice, and then just some salt and pepper for seasoning. And mix that all together till it's completely combined. And then I pop my chicken in the roasting bag, and then just pour in the tandoori sauce blend. And I pop that in the fridge for a couple of hours before I cook it, just to let the spices and all that marinate the chicken. And when I go to cook this, I just cook it as per the instructions on the chicken. So this one was 1 hour and 26 minutes. And when it got to the hour mark, I took the chicken out the bag, basted it with the sauce, and just let it crisp up in the oven. And this is how it looked when it came out the oven. Looking pretty good, even if I do say so myself, and it tasted wonderful. I also make a cucumber and mint dip to go with our tandoori chicken. I don't have a set recipe for this, I just do this to taste, so I taste it as I'm making it. I just fill up a bowl with yogurt, I add about 1/2 to 3/4 of a cucumber, which is finely chopped, and probably about 3/4 of a bag of mint, and then just some salt and pepper and a teaspoon of fresh lemon. But I just do this to my own taste. I add more mint if I need to, more salt and pepper if I need to, and then I just leave that in the fridge for a good couple of hours until it's time to serve. I also make us a salad to go with our dinner. I just decided to make a big bowl of salad so that we can help ourselves to it when we want it. Instead of having to make a separate salad for every meal that we want, I thought I'll just put it all in a bowl and then I can help myself when I want it, like for lunch or something. Same with Ali. Ali's more inclined to eat more salad when it's already prepared, so I just do that. And this big bowl lasts us about 2 or 3 days after I make it. And to go with the tandoori chicken, I decided to try my hand at making pilau rice from scratch, which I've never done before. I usually just buy it. I was surprised at how many ingredients that you need for this. I thought it was just going to be a case of a few spices and turmeric or something for the colouring, but you do need a lot of spices, and you actually have to grind them all up with a pestle and mortar, which I don't have. I used a bowl and a rolling pin. And instead of walking you guys through this whole process, I will leave the recipe for the pilau rice linked down below. But I will say it was really delicious. It turned out really well, and Ali came back for seconds when I made his. And also, I was only making this for 2 people, and I got so many portions out of it. You'll see we have some the next day for dinner, and then I froze 2 portions of 2 for the freezer as well. It made a ton of rice, which is great because it means I'm not going to have to make this complicated, well, not complicated, but this faffy recipe every time I want pilau rice. I've got some in the freezer now. And this is our dinner all plated up. We've got the tandoori chicken, the pilau rice, the salad and the cucumber mint dip. And that's Ali's, the exact same as me. Tonight for dinner we're having leftovers. This is a combination of last night's dinner leftovers and the buffet leftovers. So I've got some of the pilau rice and the salad from last night's dinner. We've not got a lot of buffet leftovers, but it's enough to do Ali and I for our dinner tonight. So I've got some, I think I've got some savoury eggs, sausage rolls, a little bit of quiche, some of the smoked cheese, just a few bits that were left. It wasn't a lot of leftovers like I said, but it was enough to do us for our dinner tonight. It was great because I got a day off from cooking. So tonight for dinner I'm making Ali's current favourite meal, which is hot dog pasta. I'm not kidding you, in the last month he must have asked me to make this. Well, this is the 3rd time I've made it in the last month for sure. He absolutely loves it. For the amount that I make, you get about 6 portions out of it, so it does dinner for a good couple of days, and it's not very expensive at all, and it's really easy to make. So I've got 2 tins of hot dogs, 2 cartons of passata, some pasta, dried onion flakes. I'd normally use a regular onion, but I'm making this for Mark as well again. I've got some garlic granules, salt and pepper, and I'm also going to add some cheese. And I almost forgot to tell you the most important ingredient, which is smoked paprika. So I'll start by making the sauce. I add 2 cartons of passata to the pan, and then 2 tablespoons of dried onion. If I wasn't making this for Mark as well, I would have started by frying the onion and then adding the passata. I also add 2 teaspoons of garlic granules and 2 tablespoons of smoked paprika, which sounds like a lot, but it's really delicious, honestly. I also add 1 teaspoon of salt and some pepper to season. And then I stir that, bring it to the boil, and then turn it down to simmer for about 20 to 30 minutes. At the same time as that simmering away, I boil the pasta, and I also chop the hot dogs into smaller pieces. And then I add the pasta, the hot dogs and the sauce all into an oven dish and mix it. It's easier to mix it in the oven dish than in a pot or anything because the oven dish is big enough. And then I top it with cheese and bake it in the oven at 180 for about 15 to 20 minutes. And here it is all plated up. We're having that with some garlic bread and some more of our salad from the big bowl with some Caesar dressing tonight. And we actually had this exact same meal the following night as well. I'm not even going to bother showing you that. We had it 2 nights in a row. And this is Ali's. And this is Mark's without the salad. Tonight for dinner I'm having eggs, chips and beans. I'm really in the mood for eggs, chips and beans. It's a skimmy tea and I absolutely love it just every so often. And I'm obviously having that with buttered bread because you can't have eggs, chips and beans without buttered bread. And Ali actually wanted the last portion of pasta with some chips. I was actually planning on taking this to work for my in the middle of the night lunch type thing, but Ali decided he wanted it instead of eggs. So that's 3 nights in a row he's had this pasta. And that's all the meals that we've had this past week. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like it if you did, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time.